So hier zien jullie heel Rotterdam, hè? So best point of view from here. So here we are totally in the middle of Rotterdam and not Rotterdam. Yeah. So people came here in the south of Rotterdam from the 1950s. And when they came to Rotterdam to live here, when they came from the south, most people came from the south, Brabanders, and they came here to work in the harbor. So they came from the south of Holland, like Eindhoven, Limburg, Breda, and they all came here to live. And they lived all in small houses on the other side of the river, on this side where we go now. Yeah. And it's still totally other different part of Rotterdam, as the rest of Rotterdam. Eh? From here you have a very nice view, and you can smell pepper. Huh? You smell pepper? Not so much, huh? No, but yeah, I just got a smell of pepper. And when you go a little further, you smell cookies. From there's a Kruisli factory over there. Yeah. Yeah. This is just for the view. Eh? This bridge is called the Hoerenloper because the prostitutes of Rotterdam used to be in this place, kwartier. Yeah. The last one disappeared when the player started. The player is a kind of underground club, and they started here from the government because they always put artists in bad places. Always put artists there, and then artists say, yes, we're so happy we have this place for free and we can use it, and then they start very enthusiastic building up everything, and then when it's beautiful, then they kicked out and they go to the next place. Is an artist from Rotterdam. She works with social projects, and she goes into neighborhoods and put art really in neighborhoods, like very direct. So here she got this project, and she works with the space. The space now is an atelier, like a studio for knitting work, for making clothes, making shoes, and all kinds of different stuff. And all women and people, young people more, from the whole neighborhood work here and have their own projects, but not like an amateur, but as a professional. So they sell clothes here. When you go a little closer, you see all different kind of clothes. You see people from the Caribbean who create their own clothes. This looks like more Islamic Pakistan clothes. So all kinds of different stuff, and they sell it here. You know, wijkatelier op Zuid, a wijkwinkel. And also there they sell food a little further. This is also a kind of way how you can work with art in the neighborhood, huh? Sjane. So now we are at the church, built and designed by J.P. Oud. Actually, he designed this church for free. Yeah, because he was so happy that he could build the whole project here on the back, which is 350 houses. Oh, so he designed this for free. And where we go in, we'll go in now in this neighborhood, and further on, they're all small houses here. Huh? So this is like the life is here more like in the summer. It's like a campsite. Everybody talks to each other, and they're all together more or less. Everybody knows each other, and it's not so mixed as the rest of Rotterdam South. It's a little bit more Dutch, of course, very much Turkish, but not so super mixed like where we see later in the Dorpslaan, where the Africans came and the Polish and also Streverslaan, super mixed, but here's a little bit more real Dutch campsite. So I had my studio last year in this building, and I used my studio. I opened it for everybody in the neighborhood to come into my studio, and I went for a year or something like that, together with an actor or alone, into all the houses around here. And I found many artists. So there are super many artists here. So people also came to me of this house. And then I found out that Janus lived there, just died in 2 weeks. He had his house full with collections of typically Rotterdam South Dutch stuff, like thousands of aanstekers. Then he had ijskookkarretjes, 25, and ashtrays and lions. And I bought, together with the museum, the whole interior of him. And because the museum wanted to do a project with me, and they wanted to buy my shop, because I had a shop at Zuidplein for a while. But I just threw away the shop, because the shop for me was a film. So, and then I said, well, I can make a portrait of somebody who lives in this neighborhood. So I bought, together with the museum, the whole thing, and I filmed it in the meanwhile. And then came out that Janus, who lived here, just died because of he was in the hospital of his lungs, and they came out he died of the bacteria, the hospital bacteria, which was there a year ago. So I know everybody in these streets, and I worked with the people who live here. Huh? So 150 shops, 150, yeah. And more or less the same shops, same clothes shops, nail shops, actually very boring. But it used to be very nice shopping center. It's from the beginning of the 1970s, and it's built by the architect Bakker. So he built his last building. It's a very bad building. It's super boring, and but he thought in this time you have creative shoppen. So creative shopping, the artist constant designed New Babylon, and yeah, he started designing this thing, which came out more or less 1970, 73, and it changed totally into this thing. And now there are new plans to change Zuidplein and so. But yeah, it's super depressing to go inside. But I had a shop inside for 3 months, and I started really hooked on the whole Zuidplein. I really love it very much. So strange how you can get when you go into something for the first time, or when you totally get depressed. But after living there, and you start like seeing that it's one big living room in a way. So I lived here from 93 till 2007. So also my first films I make is all here in front of the door, and in the back of the thing, and there we got to the Ada, And in the 90s, the bullets were flying around here. It was wild, South. Yeah, here was very wild. 15 years ago. Yeah, and also I got body checks for the first time here in front of my door. And then you have police. Yeah, they come here with 100 men, people. And then everybody 5 here, 5 there, 5 every portique has 5 police. And then they go inside. And then illegals were popping out of the roof. Yeah, and they on the balcony they're out, and so really, and then they're all standing here like this, you know. Very nice. I still miss it a lot.